Hi, welcome to Oh Heavens. I'm Jeff Dixon. I'm your host for a tour, if you will, behind the scenes of heaven. You say, Jeff, what do you know about heaven? Well, I just know what Scripture says. And what Scripture says is enough to keep us excited, busy, studying, and growing until we get to see it for ourselves. The question today is, how many angels rebelled against God and followed Satan? I've always found it interesting that God knew, because he knows all things, that one day Lucifer would turn against him. He also knew that the angels, there would be a number of them that would turn against him as well and follow Lucifer. And yet God, in his wisdom, chose them, created them, and chose to do something that he knew was going to turn out the way that it did. Why did he do that? It seems like my life and your life would be so much easier if the devil wasn't out there trying to influence us all the time. And the fact that God made angels free-thinking creatures with a free will screams volumes about the goodness and the nature and character of God, even though it's easy to lose in the story. Because there's a strong indication that when Satan was thrown out of heaven, he was able to take a third of the angels with him into this rebellion. And this is what the demons are. They're angels who fell with Satan and came to be servants of Satan on this earth. So, are demons real? Yes. What are they? They're angels. Angels who have bugged out, turned their back on God, and swore allegiance to Satan. Revelation 12:4 says, the dragon's tail drew a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to the earth. And we know the use of the word stars in the book of Revelation refers to angels. So, there's a third less angels floating about the heavenlies than there used to be. Because a third of them went bad. And a third of them, because they had free will, decided they wanted to be more like God. And they chose to follow Satan instead of fulfilling their original purpose. The good news, God has always been a God of choices. And even among the angelic beings he created, driven by love and compassion, he gave them free will so that they would not just blindly follow him, but that they would see God for who he is, for what he gave them, and they would be devoted and committed to him. And so, understanding that about what happens in the heavenly realm helps us be better prepared to understand heaven and what's happening in the world around us, even today. I look forward to joining you next time in Oh Heavens.